Yes, sir, family. Once again, I bring you another episode of Build or Destroy. I am your host, Born Allah L. This is where we separate the rumors from the real, the fact from the fiction, the truth from the lies, the what is from the what it ain't. Because if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth. Before I get started into subject matter, family, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you could be abreast of all the information that I'm bringing to you. This information I bring to you, family, is from love. This information I bring to you is what God loved, which is the truth. So understand, family, let's get into it. But before we do, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, as always. I'm not even gonna put the mask back on, right? Because the last time I had a mask on, I said, yo, let me speak to you, family. I took the mask off. We passed that point. We passed that point. We're dealing with one of our other sicknesses. Because remember, in our culture and in our race, we have multi-layered issues. So I'm saying that to say, coronavirus was a headache. This police brutality, racism, that's a chest pain, a heartache. So in order for me to deal with what's necessary with me, I'm going to deal with my chest pain first, then I'll deal with the headache. Okay, so I wanted to say that just to put us in perspective of how many pains we got over our body. We got multi-layered issues over our body. Headache, chest ache, feet, everything. We got issues. And we have to address them appropriately one by one. Okay? First thing, the coronavirus. In New York, the curve flattened, so they say. But nonetheless, they found something else to bombard us with. I remember I used to say, man, I can't catch a break economically because I'm a family man. Every time I turn around, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, St. Patrick's Day. I mean, they in my pocket, Easter. So I can't catch a break economically. Now, I can't catch a break psychologically and emotionally. Pandemic, police brutality, this, that, Kobe Bryant. I can't catch a break. This was all designed to skew us and break us down. All through the media, bombarding us left and right. I got my hands up over here, boom, getting hit on this side. Put my hand, boom, getting hit over here. This is by design, family. So you don't use your optic nerve and your membranes to connect what you see with what's really going on. The first thing they took from us was sports. I love sports, but I also understand why sports are a big part of American culture, is a part of the distraction. Okay? So sports came off the table, and then employment came off the table. The two things that keep us in the matrix. Now, the atmosphere has changed because all the people that used to say, I ain't fucking with this, I gotta be to work on Monday, they at home with pitchforks and torches ready to roll. So it seems, because everybody's mind is being bombarded left and right, psychologically and emotionally. And no one has LeBron James to run up and down the court with a slam dunk, or some people don't have to report to work on Monday. Right? So this has changed the dynamic of our psyche. Things that we didn't used to care about is agitating us to the most extreme levels right now. They know that. Remember, you have been being tested all this time. Through every situation, data has been compiled on how you react to whatever they put in front of you. Facts? Correct? Facts. So, on the cusp of flattening the curve from the pandemic, we are bombarded with another issue which concerns police brutality. The first group or movement that I saw again was Black Lives Matter. I've always been in conflict with the movement based on what they were ultimately about and the title of their movement. Let's break down the title of their movement. Black Lives Matter. Let's go. Black Lives Matter is an oxymoron. Why? Black is a color. Black describes a color, correct? Do I look black? I may appear to look black, but I am not black. The color, correct? Facts. In law, the word black means dead. Please, everyone in our race and culture, in their home or on their person, should have a law dictionary. I do. Carry it with you if you need to. If you need to look up a word someone is saying to you and you don't know what it is. A lot of these words are derived from Latin. So you're going to need some type of way to define them. All right? Black in law means dead. Dead and live don't go together. They're opposites. Black, dead, lives, living, lives. Lives connotate a living species. Wait till this truck go by, man. You know we trying to bring knowledge. Everything is going to be in the way of it. Everything. Shall I continue? Lives denote a living species. Facts. So right there we have black, which in law means dead. Lives means something is alive and living. The last word, matter. Matter can be denoted to say, I matter in this world. I mean something. I'm important. I am somebody. In science, matter is a solid, liquid, or gas. I'm that. I'm all three. So I don't need you to tell me that I matter because I'm a solid, liquid, or a gas. Which is matter. Do I matter to the world as far as what's going on? Am I important? Of course I'm important. So I am matter. We know I'm matter. Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But black, in law meaning dead, lives meaning living, dead and living should not be in the same sentence like that. Matter. Yes, I matter because I'm a solid, liquid, or a gas. Be careful of how words can stumble you and confuse you and confound you. Okay, family? So don't let people use words to enslave you. I see now people posting on Instagram just a black wall. Black is the absence of everything. If you look at it, it's just black. It's void of anything. Black is that cusp of the beginning and the end. Black is that period of the beginning and the end. Beautiful things are created out of darkness, yes. So I understand how we got attached to the word black, but we need to learn how to define ourselves legally. Yeah, we get around each other. We have our way of talking to each other. But when we around other people, we have to learn how to define ourselves properly with respect. Okay? People posting a black wall. I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm not going to get aboard and do the same. Because black is it's not saying anything to me. It's not a statement. It's the absence of anything. Facts? We were created out of a triple stage of darkness. In the womb, we were created out of darkness. I understand how we are attached to the word, but understand that may not be a proper definition for you at this day and time. I'm just saying, study on that. Understand where I'm coming from. Now let's understand the violence that the police are perpetuating on our people and have been perpetuating on our people. Let's break down their origin. The origin of the police as a force, as a unit, came from slavery. Because the slave masters had a policy. Their policy was based on economics. The economics of a man doing labor and not getting paid for it that enriched the slave master. To protect that policy, he had to acquire or hire policy overseers. Policy overseers. From the word policy overseer, we now have police officer. Follow me, family. Follow me. Police officer. We are using words incorrectly when we address someone and say, he's a police officer. He's more a policy overseer. Police officer? Yes, you are policing. Are you an officer? You are not. You are not elected by the people to hold an office. You do not hold an office. So therefore, you are not an officer. When you say that, you're giving them power they do not have. So you have empowered someone to be your overseer based on the fact you think they're an officer or hold some type of office? No, they're just hired by the mayor to protect the policy of the slave master. Who is your slave master? Your state. You are subject to your state. Facts. That's why your license has the state you live in. Attach that with your social security number. Attach that with your driver's license ID. That's a whole nother story. We're not going to veer off into that right now. I'm just trying to teach you the history of where police officer comes from. The culture of the police is only to protect business. You thought it was to serve and protect you? No. No. It was not their job to serve and protect you. Their job is to protect the interests of the business owner and the political landscape that runs that particular state, town, township, parish, province, etc. So let's be aware of the culture of the police. How could you expect anything more from a culture that was designed to police and oppress you? So, okay, we're doing peaceful marches. I'm noticing that some high-ranking police officials are out there taking a knee with the protesters. I'm a little confused for two reasons. First reason, take a knee for what? When Kaepernick took a knee, that was deemed not a way, an effective way to express your feelings about what was going on with police brutality and racism. It was not the proper platform for him to do it during the national anthem. Facts. He sacrificed his career, so to say, because of it. Now, they kill a man in Minnesota, one of our brothers, and you take a knee with the police after this guy was killed under a knee? So, you taking a knee now after you saw a guy being killed with a knee, but when it was about peace and just demonstrating and putting the black power up with the fist and the knee, that was a major problem. Now, because the police are taking a knee with you after a black man was killed by a knee, you guys going with it saying, oh, the police have compassion. They're all, yes, I understand. They're all not the same. But remember the policy of the policy overseers. Don't ever forget that. Okay, so they out there doing that. They throwing you a cookie. Why? Because they know all you need is an apology to get back to work, to get that money out of your pocket back at Foot Locker. They need to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, take a knee. That's what y'all want to need after they killed your brother with one? Now you hugging the police because they took a knee. The bastard that killed our brother took a knee on his neck. I'm not getting emotional, family. I just need to get you to see the big picture here. Now we taking a knee is symbolic to our movement because they doing it? Watch how you're being hijacked. Watch the movements that you make be hijacked. This is nothing new. Know your history. This is nothing new. Martin Luther King started a movement. When I watched The Godfather of Harlem, I learned that Adam Clayton Powell was basically our first movement maker during those times. They used Martin Luther King because they wanted to divert that movement that we were so angry and use Martin Luther King to water down the movement. Our good brother inserted Caucasians and other agents into the movement to water it down. I'm not upset about any Caucasian want to advocate for us, but we need to know their motives are pure. Correct? Facts. Facts. So we want to still be in respect and outrage for our brothers Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. So we want to say rest in peace to them. But we got to be careful on how our movements can be hijacked. Because right now, doing these riots, pay attention. There's paid rioters, agents of destruction to hijack our movement once again, to make the movement about something else. Why? Why are they going through these limits? Martial law. So now tonight in New York at 8 p.m., there's a curfew. This is what they wanted all the time. They was just trying to figure out how we gonna get there. All of a sudden, now we rioting? Since our good brother Trayvon Martin was killed, about 15 to 20 other brothers and sisters was maliciously murdered out here by the hands of the authority. Now we popping off? Watch yourself out here. Somebody pressing your button. Cause now is now the time? Be careful, family. They pushing us into an area that they want us to go anyway. We as black people is wondering what's taking them so long. We killed this person, that person. We choked people out. Nobody doing nothing. What's up with these people, man? Cause we God people, man. We waiting on God. And we can still continue to do that because the retribution is going to be heavy. But now we popping off, somebody's pushing that button. There's an unseen hand moving somewhere. So be careful, family. Understand that. Mr. Adams, from the 100 black men of law enforcement, made a statement saying there are paid rioters out here, agents, to hijack the movement, to ramp up, bringing in the National Guard, so on and so forth. Family, pay close attention. Study, family. Find a new way to define yourself. A more accurate way. You know the census is going out and you guys are putting down black, Negro, and all other kind of things. Martial law starts. The Constitution will be suspended. So will your civil rights. If you're going under black, Negro, colored, African American, any of those brands. Family, we have multi-layered issues. But I need to have y'all understand where we at right now. Yes, a black man was killed. He ain't the first and ain't gonna be the last. Get yourself in order. Study, study, study.